All right. Can everyone talk?
Okay, am I still here?
Yo,
All right, sweet. It works.
Okay.
Okay.
Then.
You want to do the intro, Ali?
You can do it. I gotta pull up my questions now that I
Okay,
have everything
word.
moved around. Good lord.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Dawg Tawk podcast. Today we've got two special guests. We got HairyMuffinMan and we
Yo.
got Zach.
Yo.
So yeah, HairyMuffinMan, you're a rapper. Do you want to explain a little bit on like your channel and stuff?
Yeah. So I rap and produce. My producer name is HairyMuffinMan. My rapper name is JoeJas. And I got this brand Llama that I put all my music on.
Yeah, because like I was looking at your channel and I saw JoeJas as like the artist, but then I saw like you were like calling yourself HairyMuffinMan, so I was kind of confused. Yeah. So I was glad we cleared that up. I actually didn't know that until just now.
Well, yeah.
But I looked at your last song. It was Dawg Tawk.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
The music video was wild, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like I thought the idea was really creative. Like, how'd you even get the idea to like use those, like for the whole music video in general?
So like with all the music videos, I kind of like shoot them myself and like just storyboard it and then edit it. So like my girlfriend had like a little Tyke's car in her house that her mom was trying to throw away. So like before,
and she just had it there. And you just
it was there, and I was like, I had like a whole different idea for the video, and then when I saw that, and like she had it there, I was like, I'm scrapping that, and I'm using this. And the song had a different name. It was called Buttery Waffles, and then it changed to Drop Top Tykes. When I saw the Tyke, I was like, we have something here.
That's crazy. I was when I saw you in the Tyke, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. But I like the music
I was
too.
Like, squeezing in there was crazy.
I bet. I kind of got like the vibe that maybe like a little bit of Tyler the Creator vibes. Am I accurate on that?
Yeah, he's definitely an influence. Big influence, cause like just on him like doing stuff like himself and not like waiting for people really like influences a lot of stuff that I do, and just like just his creativeness.
And do you kind of just like make music for yourself, do you think? Or would you make it for like, it seems like that you make music for yourself that like probably sounds best to you. Am I accurate?
Yeah, but I guess it's like to a point where when you put it out, you kind of got to go, okay, other people are going to listen to this. Yeah. But for the most part, it's just like, I just make stuff that I would listen to. And then I'm like, I just hope other people want to listen to what I want to listen to.
When I make music too, sometimes it's more like, okay, I want to make something that I like would listen to myself, that I really like enjoy in every aspect. But I also want something that that other people will be like, okay, this is cool. But I don't necessarily like make my music for other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think that's a downfall for a lot of people, where it's like, then you're kind of like just trying to scratch what everyone likes at the time, and then you like kind of fall behind because you're never doing what you want to do. Yeah.
And then like you see all these people just like, I don't know. I see a lot of people nowadays just like making club hits, only trying to like make stuff like that instead of like actually being creative, you know?
Yeah, I guess because it's like, okay, I know people like this, so that means I won't get that much backlash. Because one time I was saying to myself, I was like, making kind of weird shit. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
We swear all the time on you.
I was like, making kind of weird shit kind of gives you tougher skin, because not a lot of people would like it. You're gonna have like most likely a niche. So like,
you're gonna deal with people who like hate on it. Yeah.
One of the reasons Brian completely redid his portfolio is because he got so sick of the fact that the artists he had on there were writing for their audiences rather than just for the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's filled it up with all stuff that he wrote because he wanted to.
Yeah, and Brian is her husband, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
He makes music.
He owns
What's
a
the
studio.
portfolio for?
He owns a studio, so it's his website. He's got a whole portfolio on there.
Okay, cool. And it's like artists, like, what do they do? Like for them to get like to be like, oh, I want to record.
Yeah, just basically showing off his sound and what he can do with different genres.
Because Brian actually he works with a lot of different artists too. He mixes for other people and masters for other people.
Okay,
and he's been doing it for a while.
From rap to he did a little bit of country, even though he doesn't like country.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I hate country too.
Oh man, country got the worst rap.
Yeah, for real.
I love country. Come on now.
Or you got that motherfucker that does country rap. What's his name?
Oh, Lil Nas X.
Dude, I love Lil Nas.
That's where we all meeting in the middle.
But we do a lot of metal too.
I mean, yeah, like his music's okay, but like, there's some people who make music now. It's like they like Roddy Ricch. He's made a song called "The Box" and it fucking hit #1 on the fucking Billboard.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how the hell, bro? Like,
yeah,
people don't really have taste now.
I mean, I heard The Box and like I didn't know what the hype was about. Like I heard it once, I'm like, damn, this is actually #1. Fuck.
It's about like popping off the memes.
Yeah. It's a lot about branding too. I think that's how Lil Nas X blew up. Like he really marketed his music through like memes and stuff, and it blew up.
Yeah.
I think it was like on TikTok.
Honestly, music quality doesn't matter anymore if you know how to market it.
Yeah, that's why you have people like 6ix9ine too, like the rainbow guy.
True.
And like all the face tattoo guys. Like that's, I don't know. It like makes him stick out.
There's always something for everything.
Your looks, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't get bitches if you have fucking black shit on your face. Like,
well, I mean, if you're famous as fuck, people are gonna want to get clout off you.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, that's true also, but like I'll look in the mirror and see all this shit on my face and I'll be like ashamed of myself. Like I just ruined my face.
I mean, the only person that has like face tattoos that I think like doesn't look disgusting would be like Suicide Boys, like Scream and Ruby.
Yeah.
Hey, yo!
I don't even know what they look like.
He's coming out with that fucking solo album, isn't he?
Scream, yeah.
I'm psyched.
Also, Zach, if you had face tattoos, you would lose your spot in the Marines.
Oh yeah, it's also well, it's pretty strict in the Marine Corps actually.
Yeah, I heard that.
We can't get full sleeves. It can't be lower than like 2 inches above or below the joints. It's kind of stupid.
Do a mumble rap career and be in the Marines?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach is in the Marines.
Damn. That's cool. Yeah, I'll say you gotta be can't be tied up and do the Marines. Going, hey, let's get it, go. I'm in the ring. I'll be kind of fun.
We're just all waiting for you to come home. Good Lord, boy.
Yeah, for real. You get out next year, Zach?
Yeah, next March. Check it out.
Hell yeah.
Good. Then we can get the whole crew together again.
Yo, I want to take that trip to New York for real, though.
Yeah, for real. Me too.
Honestly, it'll be so nice. Anyway, Zach, since you're a bit of a guest too, do you have any questions for him?
No, not really. Not at this time.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your time in the Marines a little bit, since this is your first time on the show? Like your overall experience? Sure. Okay, so you deployed last year, am I right?
Yes, I deployed May 1st, 2019. I got back about 5 to 7 days before Thanksgiving of last year.
Okay, and where'd you go? Where was your deployment to?
So it was basically this whole deployment thing was honestly, it's peacetime now. So it's like, we just went to different countries to like train and shit like that.
Train.
We went to Jordan, the Middle Eastern country. We trained them to like, how to do our tactics, but also
you teach them like stuff you learned over in back stateside. You taught them over there. Just like training?
Yeah. It's basically like everything that I was taught, we taught them. But the
That's
Saudi
pretty cool.
Arabians,
What was it like talking to somebody from that side of the world? Like, did you have culture shock at all?
I did, definitely did. Because for the Jordanians, once they sign up, it's automatic 20 years for them. So they're stuck in the military
20
for 20
years? Bro, I could not handle that 20 years.
Yeah, they're stuck because their military is like so tiny, so that like it's something like they have to do that. But
are a lot of them like motivated or like kind of like just riding it out?
Oh, like 100% all of them are writing it out. The way they acted, it was just terrible.
They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, basically, but
that's pretty funny.
But also the Saudi Arabians, like when you teach them how to buddy rush and shit, these motherfuckers would shoot 10 feet in front of them. And my company commander was like slamming their faces in the ground, like, you dumb fucker.
That's pretty funny.
But yes, that was pretty cool. But we also went to Brunei. I had Libo there, but unfortunately some of my other buddies had to do the jungle warfare training there, which was I heard was pretty ass, and I'm kind of glad I didn't do that. But at the same time, I feel like a pussy because I like wasn't picked to do that, and like that's one less thing like you had to do with your boys. So it's like that gray area. But but my deployment all around was fun. I had my I turned 21 before I hit Guam, and I had my first legal drink there. It was gnarly.
You had your first drink in Guam?
Yes, I did.
That's pretty lit for your 21st birthday.
Yeah, never thought I'd probably be in fucking Bennington if I didn't join, to be honest.
Yeah, and
hey, it's not.
You were also in Hawaii, like on your way back, right?
We stopped at Hawaii. Was actually our first and our last stop on deployment.
Is it kind of like a resupply station, like on your way over there? Because you had to go by boat.
Yeah. There's a Navy base on Hawaii that we stop at, and the ship gets supplies for like food and stuff. In the case for my ship, which was a piece of shit, it was like around since like the early 90s. It kept breaking down, so we had to get new parts, and that's actually why we had to stop at Guam the first time.
Because it broke down.
Yeah, it broke down and then middle of the water, this fucking thing will lose power. It's crazy. Loss of steering, all kinds of like weird shit. Damn. But I'm back, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that sounds pretty wild.
Definitely. We'll have to have you on again and talk about more of your experience and some of Luke's, because you were actively deployed. But I actually do have some questions for the Muffin Man over here.
You.
Let's see. We talked a little bit about how you follow your own style, and it's kind of weird, but if you had to put the way you sound into 1 or 2 words, what would that be?
Fun cheese.
Fun cheese. I love it.
All right, so
fun cheese. Fun cheese. Let's go.
Smells like hell. No.
Perfect answer.
Let's see.
That's what I'm here for.
As far as the industry goes, because it's a tough industry, if you could change any one thing about it, what do you think that would be?
What would I change? Nothing really, because I feel like you kind of need it, but you don't because of the internet. So it's like my whole thing.
There's no gatekeeper.
What's that?
There's no gatekeeper keeping you from putting out your music.
Yeah. And my whole thing is you can reach people directly. Because with shows, all I need to do is just promote a show, get it around with people, and it's it's not industry people that give you money and like support your career. It's just normal working people. So it's like, as long as you can get them, then you're like pretty much good. So like the industry itself is not something I care about too much, but I do know that it's important.
Yeah, I think there's definitely been a huge direction change for musicians in the last decade, even.
100%.
Yeah, the internet, like everything is so accessible. You can just put stuff up. Spotify is actually allowing creators to put up their own stuff now.
Or through DistroKid.
And no, I've
been doing that since like 2006 or earlier. I think. Yeah.
They're taking off the whole approval step. I don't know. It's a weird change. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, like over the years, like even from like say 10 years or maybe like 20 years ago, like you can do everything yourself when making music, just because of like the internet. Like
I guess the only thing that sucks about streaming and stuff is that you get paid like nothing. Basically.
Like you get paid barely anything compared to like if you were to go on tour or something like that, or if you're to sell merch.
Basically,
and like even making merch, you can do that yourself too. Or planning a tour.
Basically, my whole thing is like, how can I do this on the comic? Because I feel like there's a lot like this mentality of like, I'm gonna make all my money when I like blow up, but it's like I'm trying to make that now. I have like the blow up kind of mentality where it's like I'm gonna blow up and do this. It's like, how do I do this now? And then I'm just gonna get bigger with what I'm doing.
Yeah, and just like building that audience that's gonna stay with you while you put in the work over the years.
Yeah.
Right, because there's a big difference between audience and fans that will last you.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Because you can do like little gimmicks here and there, and then people just won't care after a while because someone else would do the same gimmicks that you're doing.
Right, it's an in and out thing now.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest problem you faced so far is?
Biggest problem? That's a good question. Ooh.
Maybe in terms of just like, maybe what's the hardest? Like maybe producing, writing?
I think all of that side is pretty like cool. Maybe I think it's more, I guess it is the kind of gatekeeper thing at the same time. It's like there's like a lot of people who they're like in positions where they could help you, but it's like as I said, like making like different stuff, like there are a lot of like blockages because people go like, well, I won't take a chance with this even if I do like it because I don't know how other people are going to receive it.
Yeah.
Because self-promoting is great on one hand, but on the other, it's really hard to build that initial.
Yeah. Making alternative stuff too, it can be harder when building an audience because a lot of people, when they listen to music, they're so used to like listening to mainstream stuff that the second they hear something that's even a little bit different, they're like, oh, this is weird. I'm not going to listen to this.
Yeah. And also like, because it's mainstream, it means it's the majority, which means, and there's a lot of people who just like listen to music really casually. Because like most people, because not everyone's like super into music.
Yeah.
But there's some people who just want to throw something on that just sounds kind of cool, and you don't have to think about too much, which is cool. But like, that's like a lot of people that you meet. So what you gotta realize is like the tougher skin thing I was saying, that that's gonna help you because then you're gonna realize that okay, most of this stuff isn't really personal. People just want something to like kick back to. Or someone might just not like it. Like, that's, like, a fact as well.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, different tastes out there, and it's hard to, like, get your music out to the right person.
100%. So you can't just, like, be upset if someone goes, nah, bro, you trash. Throw this in the car.
It's a random kid in the comments. Disliked, unsubbed, lost all respect for you.
Oh, my God.
Myself. Just comment on my own music. Bro, you're trash.
I'm about to comment on my own music and say that.
Garbage.
Right there.
What is your favorite and least favorite part about being a musician?
Favorite part, I guess, is making music. Least favorite part, sometimes it's like mixing. Sometimes that's like ass, but I do enjoy it. Because sometimes like you really want like something to sound away and it doesn't, and you're like, oh my god. But then like it's still the same drive that makes me want to make some more because I'm like, nah, I gotta get it.
I feel that I've spent entire days on one line.
Oh, it'd be like that.
Yeah, you were in the studio the other day for that. What was it? Peaceful Meadow.
Yeah, it took 2
and like
days.
What was that high note? Like C6 you had to hit?
It was an E6.
E6.
So if you're looking at a keyboard or a piano, generally your middle note is a C5.
And that's pretty high. Like I listened to it and yeah.
I don't know why he expected me to hit that, but I got it eventually. But it took 2 days of just straight killing my voice. Let's see.
Things we do for music.
What's with the name? Gotta ask.
HairyMuffinMan.
So it was like at first I was like, okay, cool. I had the name JoeJas and stuff, so I was like, I want to make beats, and then I just wanted like a cool producer name. Yeah. So HairyMuffinMan came out, but it used to be Steezy Fernandez. I don't know where I think I got that from some skater that I was watching. Yeah. And then it changed to, then it changed to Mr. Musty Man and then HairyMuffinMan.
Mr. Musty Man?
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, I'm with it.
Yeah, JoeJas has been there since like I was, I'm going to say 13, 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just always had that.
Yeah.
And I saw on the YouTube channel though that it's on a channel called Fat Llama. Is that like a group of people?
Yeah, kinda. No, yeah. So it's like it's something I made at first with my friends because we all like skated.
Yeah.
So I wanted to put out skate videos, and then I was like, okay. I already had like the channel, and it was just JoeJas Rap Kid at the time, which was like a sus ass name. But that was the name, and I was like, cool, Fat Llama is a cool name, and we'll just drop skate videos. So after that, I like made the logo for it, and I started making merch, and then I made it like this bigger thing where I've made like cartoons, skate videos. I put my music under there, recap videos for shows. I put on shows with Fat Llama. Yeah, so it's just like become its own thing. So it's more like a brand.
I started looking into music, and I was like, I don't know what name to call him by.
Yeah.
He says Fat Llama, HairyMuffinMan, JoeJas.
I can get with it, but I don't know what to call him. All right, I think that's it. All I have for questions. If you had any, Luke.
I think I basically asked them all already. Like the only thing I really have left is like what are like your music inspirations? But we already went over that. Tyler, the creator, is one of them. Do you have like any others?
I have there's this jazz musician named Earl Clue. He's super fire. I just my dad used to play him, and I was just like, this guy is sick.
And your dad just played him all the time, and so like you've always had that playing. And it inspired you?
Yeah, it's just always been in the background. So it's like something that I've always liked. And like, I guess that's for like jazz stuff that I make. Because sometimes I make like jazz instrumentals and just that. And then for like more of like upbeat, rocky stuff, I like Waves, this band Waves. They're super tight.
Waves?
Yeah. They're like one of my favorites. And yeah, there's like some MF Doom and Earl Sweatshirt for like rapping.
Yeah. I like Earl. He's pretty good.
Yeah, Earl's really good.
So why rap?
I rap. I guess it was like I remember being introduced to it as a kid, and then I was like, this is just sick. I think the first video I saw was Nelly, and I was like, oh man, I want to do that because I really like the beat. I can't remember what song it was. I just remember it being Nelly, and then I saw Pharrell fronting, and I was like, cool. I just want to be a rapper because like there was just something cool about it and like rhyming stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what the appeal was, but it just hit me, and it's like my most listened to genre. Yeah,
it's just a vibe.
Yeah, and it's like just so diverse because I feel like rap gets put in a box, but in my head it's just like singing, and like it's like you can say, oh, I make rap music, but you don't go, oh, I make singing music, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
And like it's like really in a box, and I find it funny that it's like that. So I'm just like, yeah, rap is just rap. It's like how you just choose to voice yourself because people rap over like everything. Like there's someone rapping over farts right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, I think
went hard. Let's go.
You know, there's this one channel on YouTube, like they make the dumbest beats. Like one of them is called like what is it? Like Atlanta 15-year-old from Atlanta producer beat or whatever.
I've seen that, and they do the type beats, but they're like crazy.
Is yeah, but it's like the worst thing ever, but at the same time, like it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's just like a bunch of like random sound effects just put together, like no cohesion at all.
Eating chips type beat.
Yeah, eating chips type beat. He made a music video for that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like it's just like the dumbest beat idea you can think of. Like he'll actually make it and like put it on his channel.
So crazy, but it's like so creative too. But it's like one of the hardest things ever. I just want to hear people rap over those beats.
Yeah, I actually listened. There was one kid who made a song to one of his beats, and like it was like he was like saying a bunch of different things. Like it wasn't even rapping. He was just like casually talking, and it would like layer different things over each other with like the heaviest reverb.
Crazy.
Yeah. Like I laughed so hard when I saw that channel for the first time. I forget what it's called though.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's gttc. I remember now.
You got it real quick.
Yeah, because that's his tag. Because it goes like it's like a high pitched auto tune thing, and it's like gttc or something like that. It's so funny though. I love it.
Oh man, those are like the best beats you could ever use. Closing your laptop type beat.
Dude, imagine if somebody blows off one of those beats.
Like, it's over, man. Everyone's running them beats.
I love it.
So, you produce your own stuff? Do you do any freelance producing? Like people can send you stuff, or you pretty much just do your own?
I do like my own and my friends. So like, there's like a group of people like around me that make music as well, and like I produce for them as well. But I haven't really like done anything like outside of that. Like I produced my girlfriend, she rapped under like Retro Pussy. I produced a project for her, and my other friend like Kojo Flower, I produced like 2 songs for him. And yeah, so I just kind of do it like that. But I'm trying to like work with other people who are like not so in the circle. So I just want to like experiment and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably hit up any of us. We all do music to some degree.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I have my music channel up right now. I have some new stuff on the way too.
All right.
I just freelance vocal.
Yeah.
Stuff.
She's on some of my songs too.
Cool. How is it freelance vocaling? Freelance.
People can pay me to either sing whatever they write. I can write lyrics to one of their songs. And I record in a studio, so it's like professional sound and all that fun jazz.
Okay, cool. So like someone would be like, when someone like, let's say if they had like a song, they would like get you to sing it and then put it out. Like if they were just a writer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's kind of hard.
Yep. I mean, I can't rap, but
she can try rapping.
No.
There's a price for everything.
Give us 10 bars right now. Bars straight up.
Freestyle. Y'all drop a beat.
I seriously respect freestylists because I could never.
Freestyling is fire.
Fast. Like I've known some people that can just spit on demand, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That?
I could never imagine doing
with
that.
time. Like if you just keep doing it,
yeah.
Because for me, like when I write lyrics, like it takes me forever because I want to write like exactly something perfect, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You want to clean it up and make it sure like everything is tight.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's just like I'm always like changing like little words and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, same. I'm totally with you on that because like I'll write something, but I always come back to it and like switch words and be like, okay, this works better with the rhyme scheme than this word will. Just so like when
or like
you
mid-record, you switch up
really clean
everything. I can't even count the number of times I've been in the studio recording vocals, stopped and rewritten the melody.
Yeah, I've done that in the studio too with lyrics.
To do that inspiration hit you like, damn, this is fire.
But like the good thing is though, like after you've rewritten it so many fucking times, like you got the song down when you're like recording vocals.
Yeah, you can do like the emotion, like you know when sometimes you might be recording something and it sounds like you're reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because you've done
kind
it
of
so
like monotone a little bit.
What's that?
Like a little bit monotone or like almost robotic.
Yeah. So it's like you've done it so many times now that you can like add inflections that you would if you were performing it, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because you're basically performing it to like the mic.
Definitely.
I've actually been toying with the idea of learning how to scream.
Oh, like screamo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like some
I can make some really interesting sounds. And so I think if I just applied it and learned how to correctly do it, I could probably learn. But so much respect
Doesn't screamo like music, isn't that rough on your vocal cords?
If you do it wrong, it can be really bad for you.
So there's like a right way to do it.
Specific way to do it that doesn't.
Is it like regardless? Is it like not good for your vocal? Like over time, does it like affect it?
If you learn how to do it right, you shouldn't have any issues. But if it ever hurts, you're doing it wrong. And some people just can't get it. Like Brian's last band, which was a metal band, the drummer decided he wanted to scream on a couple songs. He gave himself 2 concussions.
Whoa! Jeez, what?
So we made him not scream anymore.
Concussion in the studio?
Yeah.
How'd that even happen? Like he was just screaming and then
wrong. He straight up gave himself concussions.
What?
So out of all vocal techniques, you really cannot mess with screaming.
That is
screaming and like getting a concussion is wild.
That's something else.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to do it anymore.
Bet.
But I've been toying with that because that could be interesting. There are some really, really good female screamers out there.
Yeah.
But not a lot.
Personally, like, I don't really listen to music with screamo music, but I respect like the talent that it takes to do it. Yeah.
It's a cool technique. I should learn it.
Yeah.
But rap, I don't think I'll ever be able to do. I've tried.
I mean, it took me a long time to like actually get rapping semi-right. Like for the longest time, I didn't know like how to flow at all. Like it took me so long.
The only thing I can rap is Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham.
What is that?
Oh, dude, look him up. He's hilarious.
Oh, Burnham.
Words by him is just the funniest shit.
So is he like a comedian? Kind of?
Yeah, he's a comedian that kind of works through
like
music.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Lil Dicky hasn't dropped anything for a long time. I don't know does he still make music?
I know he makes I don't know. Show. I'm really not a fan of his music though.
I'm not either, but like all I know is like his last project was like, what was it called? I don't even fucking know.
Professional rapper.
Professional rapper.
Yeah. But that's like his show is like basically that.
That's his show?
Yeah, it's basically like how his trajectory on blowing up, I guess, but obviously more like theatric and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also like. Have you guys ever seen the music video with him and Chris Brown Friday?
Freaky
something
Friday.
like that. Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I really dislike Chris Brown, to be honest.
I do too,
Same.
but
He's a woman
like,
beater, bro. If I ever saw him, I'd sock him in the fucking face. Like,
Damn,
man,
man,
Chris
Chris Brown
Brown,
had
I like
no
that
love.
Chris Brown, if you're listening, Slats is about to smack you in the face. Watch out.
dumb little bitch.
Can't count, man.
I
Chris
will.
Brown got some bangers. Like early 2000s when he was a kid. He got some fire songs.
Yeah, I just can't respect him for like the shit he's done.
Nah, you can't.
He seems a little out there.
It's alright.
Yeah,
I'll beat
man.
him up. It's fine.
I was
Honestly,
like,
other than probably you, Luke, and Zach, because y'all are in the military and trained, I've never met a man I couldn't beat.
Ex-military, not a slave anymore.
For you. That's true. But other
I'm
than
still
you
a
two,
fucking
because you're in the
slave, bro.
military, I don't think I've ever met a man I couldn't punch in the face.
I get whipped. Bullshit.
I mean, like, you really are like a government slave.
For
like,
real,
when you're
dude.
in
I
the
literally
military.
do everything.
That's how I
like,
feel
you know,
right now.
Like,
I'm
you can
supposed to
get in
my
trouble. Like,
stimulus check, but I haven't gotten that shit yet.
wait, you're supposed to get the
We
stimulus
just
check?
got ours this morning, so
Yeah,
they're
I don't
coming.
make fucking 70 grand a year. I make like 20 grand a year.
Yeah, Zach, we just got ours this morning, so.
Yeah, I got mine. I don't even know, a few days ago. But yeah.
I'll just keep checking, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. The Marine Corps honestly has fucked me out of like so many things. That's why I'm getting out. I don't regret in general joining because it's been a hell of a fucking ride these last 3 years, but at the same time, it is not a fucking thing for a lifer for me at all.
That was exactly my mindset when I was in the military. I'm like, I'm glad I joined. I'm glad I had the experience. I got what I joined for, but I would never do this for like more than one contract or like for a lifetime. You know, it's just like, especially with infantry, like what me and you did, like it's just way too much for the body to handle, like physically and mentally. Like it's not healthy to do over a long period of time.
What did you guys have to do?
I mean, there's like a whole lot of you know, stuff that goes into being in the military. Like for one, like you're basically like, it's like we said, like you're a slave, and anything that you're told to do, like you have to do without question. So like, I don't know, like Zach, do you have any good examples of like something that makes absolutely no sense that would like never fly in the civilian world?
I mean, Luke, when you were in the desert, didn't they make you run PT?
Oh yeah, dude. When we were in what was it, Talafar? I think it was in Talafar in Iraq. Like we were pulling security out of like these watchtowers, and like it was 114 degrees. And during the daytime, they would have us like outside running laps and stuff because we still had to do like PT.
What the fuck?
Because dude, for real, like when you're in the military, like they make you. Like they adhere to the standards and like the rules of the military so much that at sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Like when we were deployed, it was like 115 degrees, and like we weren't allowed to like take off our tops, and like because when you wear your uniform, you have like a t-shirt and then your uniform top, and then but like they just would not let us take off our tops because it violates AR 670-1.
That's ridiculous.
Like they're just real stickers with the
I
rules.
can't even run down the street without passing out.
Yeah. And then like if you get injured, like it's almost like you get in trouble when you get injured, you know? Like,
but isn't that the whole point? If you're in the army, like you are going to get injured.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when it actually does happen, people think you're taking advantage of the system when, like, for me, for example, when I broke my left wrist, I kind of got the vibe that some people were looking at me differently because, I couldn't do PT. some days if it was like push-ups and stuff. And like, I don't know.
Didn't they like not give you treatment for it for way too long?
Oh yeah, they didn't even like. I thought my wrist was sprained, so I asked to go to sick call, but they wouldn't let me do it for like a few weeks. So eventually, I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go to schedule an appointment with the doctor." And when I went to the doctor, it was like, "Bro, your wrist is fucked up. You see this bone right here in your wrist? Yeah, that's split in half. We need to get you a cast today."
I think sometimes like a lot of people get like I don't know if you you know JPEG Mafia.
Yeah, I know JPEG.
Yeah, because he was in the army as well too, and he gave me like the vibe that it's like they get people when they really need it sometimes, so like they can take more advantage of you.
They definitely do take advantage of people, but I would say that.
I mean, y'all both signed up in high school, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's not entirely the Army's fault if somebody joins the Army, because it is like your responsibility to do research when you sign a contract like that. But I would say that the military does, you know, they do hold out on some information, and they do kind of mislead a few people, you know?
They definitely glorify a lot of things too.
Yeah.
It's all fucking glorified, and then you get in and you're like, this is fucked. Like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I had somebody from, I think the Air Force hit me up the other day. I was like, bro, do I look like I even... No.
They'll literally ask anybody. I remember I was in high school. I already enlisted at the time, and the same recruiter that like helped me enlist was like calling a phone list. And my mom picks up and she's like, "Who is this?" And then the recruiter said, "Would your son be interested in joining the armed forces?" And she's like, "Recruiter Jackson, is this you?" Is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was your phone number."
Jackson.
I actually think he hit me up too. I don't.
Deadass, that happens.
But honestly, they hit me up on Facebook all the time, and I'm like, did you bother looking at my pictures? Do I look like I'm gonna get ready for the military?
Do I look like I'm about to get up at 5:30 every morning and run laps? No, thank you.
That part maybe, but like, your girl would have to lose some weight for them to accept me. Also, I have way too many health problems. They wouldn't want me anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. There's a lot of issues with it.
Alone. If I try to do too much, I pass out.
Yeah. But I mean, like, there's a lot of issues with the military. But at the end of the day, I would say I'm grateful for the experience. And on the bright side, I don't have to pay for college anymore. It's all paid for.
Yeah.
What's the experience that you got, like, that you're happy about from the military?
What experience was I happy with?
Yeah, like that you said.
So there's a lot of good people that you meet. On deployment, I would say I was pretty close with my platoon. I don't know, it's just like some of the people you meet, you're like really grateful for meeting them. And like there's kind of like a bond or like a sense of humor that you'll get there that you really won't find anywhere else, at least in my experience so far. And being able to go overseas was something I really wanted to do. Like that was the whole reason I signed up. And like as soon as I got to the unit, like I deployed like immediately. So that was one aspect that I really liked. Deployment was definitely tough. It was pretty tough, but it was exactly what I was wanting. If that makes sense.
Just go out somewhere new.
Yeah. And like to really like push. I wanted to push my comfort zone really, and like do something really that I would never imagine myself doing.
That's really pushing it, huh?
Yeah. Like I was in high school, I was like, "What's the craziest fucking thing I can do?" and then like I had some friends that were in the like joining the army. I'm like, this sounds cool. I'm gonna go do this for a few years.
Whoa, you're wild.
Yeah.
That's why I really regret in high school I was approached to go to Egypt for a year as an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I was too anxious about everything, so I didn't. But now I'm like, God damn it, I should have gone to Egypt.
Yeah.
That's like
anxiety, man.
I feel that.
But no,
dude, I think you want to know one place that I think would be really cool to like do a foreign, like, what is it called? Foreign
exchange.
Yeah, foreign exchange or whatever. I think Japan would be a pretty cool place to go to. Like all the fun things are like made in Japan. Like all like the animes and like all that kind of stuff.
About the Mario racetrack thing that you can do.
Mario racetrack, they have that over there.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
But like in the road, like because my friend went and I saw him do it. I was
like street racing Mario Kart shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I would be down for that.
Awesome, man. Really, I'd totally do that.
Hello?
We can hear you. She was having issues with the mic.
Yeah, I think my cable keeps coming loose. I'll have to check it later. But no, I have family in Japan and I can't wait to visit them.
You have family in Japan?
Yeah, do you remember?
How have I not known this, Allison?
You do know this. My uncle that used to live in Hong Kong, they just moved back to Japan.
I don't know, Allison. Come on.
Well,
what are we going to
you go MIA for months at a time, mister.
What are we going to your uncle's house in Japan?
They just got a place over there, so whenever.
That's pretty cool. Dude, I actually did not know that.
Hey, airfare is real cheap right now.
Yeah. I'm willing to risk Corona for this.
No, but they've actually lived in Hong Kong for 17 or 18 years, and they finally moved back to Japan with the kids, and it's absolutely beautiful.
What part of Japan?
I think his wife's family lives in the country right outside Tokyo, so I'm assuming right around there.
That's sick.
It's hard to talk with him because it's like the hour difference.
Yeah, I bet. It's probably like an 8-hour difference?
13.
So basically like the opposite of what time it is now.
Yeah, he's a day ahead of me.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yo, Zach, Allison, like we all like gotta go to Japan now.
Honestly, it'd be great.
I'm down. I'm so down.
That's perfect because Brian doesn't want to go with me, so.
As soon as I get out, we gotta take that fucking trip to New York City.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do a lot of catching up.
Yeah, for real. It's been too long.
Where are you based out of, HairyMuffinMan?
I am based out of London.
Oh, you're from London?
A slight accent. I was wondering.
Yeah.
I've been to Northern Ireland and I've been to Glasgow in the UK. That's my extent of being over there.
I've never been to any of those places.
Really?
Never been anywhere.
Were you born and raised in London?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
The farthest I've been is Florida, and that's only because I had to go down there for an emergency.
Where you guys from?
I live in Vermont, which is up by Canada.
Yeah. All three of us we grew up in Vermont, but we've all like moved to different places, kind of.
I'm still here.
Oh, so that's how we know each other originally.
Yeah, right now I'm based out in Southern California. Gang. Yeah. It's not as cool as I thought it would be, but
and it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And right now I'm based out of Memphis.
And all y'all need to come home because I'm lonely.
Yeah.
Hell.
But yeah. I think it's been around an hour.
All right.
Just about.
Let's call it a show there. Dawg Tawk, episode 2.